Hello, once again, Ninbuzz. I am the Nerd of LPs, and I welcome you back to another fine edition of the Pokemon Buzz. This week is especially special because it involves one of my favorite Pokemon. The circumstance of one's birth are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. This is a quote not spoken by any famous philosopher or genius, rather said by the most recognizable legendary Pokemon in the series, and personally one of my favorites. I'm so excited to be announcing this guy, Mewtwo. From his appearance in Cerulean Cave, to his role in the first movie, to even appearing in Super Smash Bros. Melee, and soon DLC for Smash 4! Hashtag Smash 4 hype! Mewtwo has become one of the most memorable Pokemon. Not only that, he has some of the best stats out there. Mostly prioritizing in special attack and speed, Mewtwo is one force most Uber Pokemon tend to run from. Its popularity stands strong thanks to its two new Mega Evolutions. One of them takes his already good special attack and raises it even more, but its defense doesn't look too good. Although, from most particular standard points, it can probably take a physical hit better than Mega Beedrill. Anyways, when it comes to team members, Gengar, Darkrai, and Reshiram are examples of good partners. On a side note, this Mega Evolution is a big pain to deal with in Pokemon Shuffle. No spoilers of when it appears, but when it appears, just be careful. One thing I like to clear up on is that these moves may be viable, but may not have the purpose for tournament use. Rather, these are sets for general competitive players. As for the strategies for these two forms, you can switch between a Life Orb and Mewtwo Y, one of Mewtwo's Mega Stones, equipped with either a modest or timid nature, and max special attack and speed. For moves, start with either Calm Mind to set up first sweep, or Taunt to prevent hazards for setups for sweeps. Quite the confusion there if I do say so myself. Side Strike is a signature move for this awesome guy, while Focus Blast or Aura Sphere are good for covering dark types such as Darkrai. Wow, I said that in one breath. I prefer Aura Sphere over Focus Blast just because it has better accuracy. The last slot can be filled with Fire Blast to cover any Scizors roaming around, Ice Beam or Shadow Ball. The second set is almost identical to the first, except you have another additional choice, which is Choice Specs. And a choice between Thunderbolt and Thunder. Thunderbolt is generally a good idea, but if you're running Kyogre on your team, Thunder would not be a bad idea, as it takes advantage of the rain. Remember how I mentioned that it has two Megas? The other one, Mega Mewtwo X, focuses mostly on physical, which somehow works despite being an odd choice of a Mega. It's like taking bacon and dipping it in chocolate. It sounds odd at first, but the result is surprisingly good. Even though I'm not the one to trust with that kind of thing because I've never actually tried one. Even though I'm a big chocolate and bacon fan, haven't tried that yet. Additionally, this Mega gets a slight boost in its defenses. With Mewtwo X being the primary item, along with max attack and speed, this first set should be no problem to play with. Use a bulk up or two if you want to be risky, to increase attack and defense. Zen Headbutt is the best stab move for this set, as well as either Drain Punch or Low Kick. Finally, pick your poison from the 4 moves mentioned for the last slot. Would you believe me if I told you that this set is similar to the set before, with just a few tweaks? Yes? Good, because that's basically what you're seeing. The only real difference here is that the first slot replaces Bulk Up with Earthquake. And that's about it. And with that, another Pokemon Buzz comes to a close. Which for this episode makes me super sad. Oh, right. Thank you for watching. Okay, listening to me tackling my favorite Pokemon. If there's any Pokemon you've been wanting to see here, just leave it in the comments. And who knows, yours might be next. And as usual, if you found this helpful, a like is always appreciated. Plus, it helps feed those poor slowpokes, because they're apparently stupid enough to not know what food is. And be sure to subscribe here for more content to come. And of course, as usual, my channel is always welcome for your pleasuring views. Just make sure you find it down in the description below. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a Mewtwo waiting for me in Smash 4! Let me know if you're getting Smash Bros. Mewtwo in the comments below as well. Because if you are, then you are my best friend, and I will give you 500 cookies. Just make sure you pay your shipping and handling. Goodbye.